The Blade Master is a 1982 adventure film directed by Joe Amato and starring Miles O'Keefe, Lisa Foster, Kiro Wehara, David Brandon, and Charles Borromel. The film opens with stock volcano footage. This movie seems familiar. Holy shit, I think this was on an episode of MST3K. There's a caveman fight, and then we jump to the castle of Acronis and his daughter Mila.
Last night I had a strange dream. It troubled me greatly. Human knowledge, even in its most exalted form, is nothing.
I don't know which is worse, the writing or the acting.
I've waited until now to show you my discovery.
What is it?
It is everything and nothing.
It's a mirror with a light shining on it. Acronis pusses out and we get a previously on Ator montage.
Reba, secretly coveting his own return to power, encouraged Ator and taught him the martial arts.
This is a fucking sequel? No baby oil.
1,000-year-old enchantress who called forth a horrible army of walking dead to slay him.
Holy shit!
At last, Ator confronted Dakar and his gruesome, deformed warriors in a battle to the death. Then had to kill Reba, who had revealed his evil designs for obtaining power by using Ator as his pawn. Ator faced the immense, hideous spider itself.
Oh my god, this is like a 5-year-old telling me about Endgame. It's sad that you can tell just by seeing the sequel flashback that the previous film had way too much plot. They're minerals, Marie. There's some sword practice followed by a bit of jazz hands.
Daughter, you know you're the only person in whom he would recognize the urgency of my call.
So you know he's going to think with his dick. These guys show up wanting whatever the hell it is, and I have to wonder how in the hell they know it's there.
When you seem to have reached the ends of the earth, when it seems that nature herself declines to accompany you any further on your journey, then you'll have reached the domain of Ator.
This sounds like you're sending her on a late-night snipe hunt. Acronis gets roughed up and Mila fucking leaves. Acronis and Zor have a discussion.
The one thing I learned from all your teaching is that knowledge is not enough for me.
It's a pity you didn't learn something else, Zor. That a little knowledge is a dangerous thing.
I wish this movie would give me some. I did notice that Zor has the worst fake mustache ever. Is he going to perform some kind of ass play with that feather? Zor's dudes catch up with Mila in the woods, leading to a bit of fighting, and God damn! I guess that's it, we're done. And we're back to some more discussion.
Why did your daughter fly like an arrow straight towards the sun? I see. It's quite obvious that you're testing me.
No, he's hiding shit. Is that how that works? Well, I guess the ends of the earth are just on the other side of the park. Ator performs some medical care as Thong smothers Mila with a large lettuce leaf. I don't think that dog is very sanitary for this medical procedure.
I'm ready to go now.
No, you're not going.
I'll decide when you're ready.
Is this turning into a Saw movie?
All right. But you must know this. If you're too weak, we'll have to leave you behind. But first you must prove to us if you are the daughter of the Great One.
I think that dialogue needs a lot more pauses. Ator performs a test to see if she is indeed Acronis' daughter, and she wastes a perfectly good set of bars. Then they head out on adventure. For the ends of the earth, someone is really keeping these woods cleaned. Zor brings in Sandor, who can kill Ator remotely, even though he should only be about 15 minutes away. I guess the plan is to start up a fog machine, and they lose Mila in said fog, ending up in a mysterious cave.
They're invisible!
Wow, when your budget just can't afford any more stunts. They get out of it by ruining their capes. Elsewhere in the cave, Mila gets captured and is prepped for sacrifice. Hey, it looks like Black Friday. Have any hearts? Yummy! Mila is on the verge of being killed when... Pyrotechnics! Thong finds a way out and they leave. Back at the park, they're surrounded by a gang led by a fucking mime. Defeating them, then they go camping and fishing, which is weird because Mila got to Ator's crib in 10 minutes.
Zor wants to possess your father's knowledge, Mila. And the geometric nucleus.
That's the shittiest name I have ever heard in my life.
Why did you go and live so far away?
Not that far. The next day they run into these two girls, leading to a side quest where Ator gets drugged and they're going to be sacrificed in exchange for saving the village. Then the village gets ravaged and Ator and Mila are taken to the Kung leader to be killed with Thong following to break them out. Zor shows up.
Your father is safe and well. Unfortunately, I won't be able to say the same to him of you.
It's obvious you're not cut out for good deeds.
I don't think he gives a shit. He leaves 5 virgins and splits. Slytherin, the early years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right, our heroes let 6 innocent people die before breaking out. And this is also before Ator fights a felt snake. With the snake defeated, the trio head to the castle.
Is there another way up to the castle?
Behind the wall, there's a secret passage.
I hope it's a shortcut. Ator sends him in and he makes his move on a 1980s hang glider. Huh? When at Epcot, make sure you ride Soarin'. That's not the same castle. Ator does a bombing run, lands, then fights, leading to the final confrontation with Zor.
No, Ator, you can't. Zor is disarmed. If you kill him now, you'll be guilty of murder. Wait until he is tried by the High Court of the League of Peaceful Lands.
What? You know he has a hidden weapon and he's going to attack Ator behind his back.
Ator, be careful!
See? There's a reunion with Ator taking the lighted mirror.
My life is too dangerous to share with you.
You must follow your destiny, alone.
Goodbye, Mila. After I've finished, I'll be back.
Did they even have any kind of chemistry? Here's some nuclear test footage.
Perhaps in the future, man would be wise enough to use this Promethean discovery.
Oh, this whole movie's a lesson. Big fucking deal. Then we have a setup for a franchise that never came.
He is the guardian of knowledge and the hope of the future. Ator, the Avenger.
The Blade Master is a blatant Conan ripoff with a plot as convoluted as its predecessor, at least according to the flashback sequence in this film. It feels like it was cobbled together with whatever they could find, mirrors, felt, hang gliders, whatever you got. This is low-budget garbage at its finest. And just like Conan, it stalled out after only 2 films. As I said earlier, this ran as a title on Mystery Science Theater 3000 under the name Cave Dwellers, which oddly had credits running with video from some other movie that had nothing to do with this one. I do recommend watching the MST3K version, but if you have to watch it dry, steer clear.
Dawn, the fish is ready.